Hello, Crandall Pirates. This is a quick video on how to use Class Intercom and some tricks and tips that I've learned along the way. So when you go to Class Intercom, you can literally just type in Class Intercom and it will pop up on Google. Log in. If your login doesn't work, that means you don't have an account. So make sure that you reach out to me so that I can make you an account. Reach out to the communications department. Okay, so I'm logged in. I'm going to show you a video that I'm pushing later this afternoon and how to schedule that of Dr. Murray. And then I'm also going to show you how to schedule something and what everything means. So up here at the very top, you have what channel you're on. So if you're posting on different channels, most of you just have rights to your campus, but I can choose to push out things on your channel as well if we ever need that. But I typically stay on the official CISD, so I'm on that channel. So you have different columns. You have your drafts, which I will show you how to make a draft. I really like drafts. Pending, that means it hasn't been approved. I have it set where whoever is your Class Intercom person, no one has to approve your post for your campus. So if you have access, you won't go on pending. Pending is if you have to approve the post. And then approved, these are things that I already have scheduled that are going to be going out, published, things that have been published recently, and I canceled these two because I'm going to show you how to do it. So you can click and see if this one I have going out at 10 a.m. today on August 25th. And so I just have some things there and a link and what channels it's going to. It's going to official CISD Twitter, official CISD Instagram, and official CISD Facebook. And it's been approved. So if I want to start a post, drafts are sometimes my favorite. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to address this section real quick. Don't ever let it freak you out. So I have 11 failed posts. If I click on that, I'm going to go to the most recent one, 19 hours ago. This was a Facebook post failed for Crandall ISD. I was uploading a video. If I go to more over here, it will tell me why it failed. And I'll show you some of those things of why things fail, and you can figure out how to make it work. So I was working with reels and trying to figure out how to post different reels when we're getting some different candid shots around the district. And so I can look and see, Facebook says it failed to upload the reel. So it failed on Facebook, but it did go to Twitter. So, or not Twitter, I'm sorry, Instagram. So that's kind of what that means. If it does fail, it'll tell you why. And if you have questions about that, you can ask me why and we can figure it out. So I'm going to go back. So I am going to make a new post. So I like to come up to, I have learned for me, the upload button doesn't necessarily always work. So I always go to compose. So kind of like if you have access to the website, you always want to go to compose. You have different choices. Your channel will just pop up, and if it's your campus, it'll say, Twitter, Dietz Elementary, Instagram, Dietz Elementary, Facebook. So it'll say what your thing is. I have access. I can post to all of them. I don't typically do that, but sometimes if it's meals requests and stuff, because I really like to give you access to do that on your own campus. I can't choose. I wish I could choose, but I can't. Official CISD, and then if it's a post about high school, I wish I could choose high school too. But I would have to go and change my channel and redo a whole new post. So typically I just put them on the official. I'm working on trying to tag y'all. You can't tag on Class Intercom, but then the campus can repost what the district posts. So I typically post to all three. It's just it's a routine. That's how I do it. Posts are what you're going to make 90% of the time, 95% of the time. I'm working on reels. I'll explain what a reel is in a second. But a post is what I want to do. Just leave this on auto publish to Instagram. Just leave it alone. It just means that when you have it set to go, it will go to Instagram and no one has to approve it on Instagram. This is your button you always want to be careful for. As soon as you push publish, it's going to go. So I like to go ahead and set this. So I'm going to show you a post. I have a literacy post I'm going to push out. It's just a regular picture. But it's National Literacy Day on September 8th. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule this for September 8th. And I want it to go out, let's say 10 a.m. So I'm scheduling ahead and 10 a.m. So now that I have that scheduled, I can save it as a draft, which is sometimes what I like to do because I can come back and work on it later. Or if you have a teammate, Kelly a lot of times makes drafts, and we work together on that. And they just stay over here in your draft column because I'm not ready to push them yet. I want to add more to it, or I may not know when I want to push it, but I do know that I want to push it. So if you don't schedule it, when you press publish, it's going to go. So that's okay for some instances. I like to at least schedule it out 30 minutes because sometimes I want to read it before I post it, but I want to read it again. Or I think of something in 30 minutes, but that's just me. I also like even hours, but that may just be an OCD thing for myself. But in case I need to go back and fix something or edit, if I publish it right then, I don't have that choice. So my message, I make most of my things on Canva if it's a pretty graphic. So I can go to Canva, the one I'm wanting to post. Is this one right here, International Literacy Day. We're working hard at the district level to try to get some Spanish thrown in there. Any option that we can, and I get that checked. I can translate it actually on Canva if you don't know that. Let me show you an example real quick. If I wanted this one translated to Spanish, page 4, you go over here, and you actually, since I already have it on mine, but go to apps, and you're going to pick the Translate app. And then you're going to you just press it and it'll go. But now mine's on my bar because it's always there. So if I wanted to translate this, I translate it to Spanish, and I just press translate. And what it does is it recreates me it in Spanish. So my English one is still there, and then I create it in Spanish. If I can, I try to take whatever that Spanish is and throw it just into one graphic, kind of like I did here. I put those words here and the schedule here, or just like if they're short, I try to put it there. Then I also have whoever is your campus person that can read and make sure that it's right, because we know sometimes the different dialects are different. I have them check it before I send it out. I have my own 2 people I reach out to, and I'm like, well, you check my post before I send them. So they've already checked this one, so we're good to go. So this is my post. It's got my Spanish. It's all cute and everything with my kiddos, and I'm going to download this as a ping. I like pings. It's just what I always choose. I'm sorry. So download. I'm going to download as a ping. And then, of course, I have lots of pages because I keep all mine. So page 2. Okay, it's downloaded. This was just me personally. I like to click on it and it opened up because now it's in my quick access. But you can save it to your desktop or go to your downloads. If I just click it and open it, it goes to my quick access. So now I'm going to go back to my class intercom. Press my button. You can drag over if it's saved to like your desktop or something, but mine's in my quick access. Now I have my post, and I want some words written there, so I already came up with some words. You didn't know, actually, this little smiley face guy will let you choose emojis. They say you get more hits when you have emojis, but I wouldn't overdo it because sometimes it's just like emoji city. So, be sparing on your emojis, but you'll see that on the district page. We'll post some emojis. I also like to put always CISD believes. The first 9 weeks is excellent. So I've been hashtagging CISD excellence because at the end of the 9 weeks, we're hoping to pull those hashtags and make a reel. So if you're posting that on yours with some good pictures, we can pull that and choose from our reel as well to get your campus on there. Okay, so now I got my words. It will tell me, so if I have more words that I need to cut them down, etc. If I go over my limit, make sure you choose your channels first because it'll let you type whatever because there's different word limits. I got all my stuff settled. I want to look at it real quick again, make sure I don't have any mistakes. International Literacy Day, I like to read it out loud. Read my thing again. So I have mine published to go September 8th. If I wanted to, I could save the draft and it would go over here to draft, and it's kind of just sits there until I do something with it. You don't have to worry about the submit button. The submit button means if I had it set where I had to approve y'all's post, that's not the case. That's too much work for me, and I trust y'all. So the submit button, don't worry about it. You're really just going to push publish. And so I have it published to go then. So I'm going to publish this. This is just a picture post. Okay, so now it should have put over to my approved, but it'll go in order. So since it's my latest date going out, it's going to go out September 8th, tells me where it goes and everything like that. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a video next. I have a video going out for Dr. Murray this afternoon on August 25th of her letter we send out. I do it through School Messenger as well, but we're also going to do them here. So remember, go to Compose. Like I said, the upload button always gives me issues, so I just like Compose. So again, I'm going to go to all three. Actually, this one's well, I'm going to do a link. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do a video. I did not tell you all that right. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a link, but I'm going to show y'all how to put a link in. Okay, so I need my picture again, so I'm going to go back here. This one is cool. Let's say, let me see if I can find it. The community update one, when you're kind of using the same, if you're talking about the same things for your s'more, for example, when you send that out, if you put a graphic, Instagram won't let you just do a link. So if you put a graphic, if you make you kind of one like this, and that's the one you post every time, they're like, oh yeah, that's the s'more. I need to put that on there. So this one has some of those movable things you can put on it. And in order for me to put this on Facebook, so on your, if you do the Google Slides, the TVs, you have to save it as a GIF and put it in Google Slides. This one's different. You have to save it as an MP4 for it to work. So this is page 16, and I want to download it as an MP4 video, which it automatically goes to because of it's doing video things. So I'm going to do page 16, and it's going to download my MP4. You can do these with any, I wouldn't overdo it. Sometimes you just want a little pop or maybe one section that moves, but you can do different things like that with your on Canva. Show you another example I did. I posted one. This will be one that hopefully will come out soon when we figure out these are not real. This is just an example, but you can do a little one like that and save it as a MP4. So I'm going to go see if mine downloaded. It hasn't downloaded yet. We'll wait till it downloads. While it downloads, I'm back to class Intercom, and I'm going to have my message here. Okay, it downloaded, so I'm going to go get it. So if I grab it, like I said, I just opened it, so it's in my quick access. Now I can grab it over here, and it's an MP4, and it's going to pop up like that. So I'm going to go ahead. I do want this going out today, but it's going to go out at 4:30. So I have it posted on all 3 channels, 4:30. I don't know what I want to write yet, so sometimes this is good to save as your draft when you don't know what you want to write. Let's see what I wrote on the last one. I can save draft. That's a good idea. Let's show you how to do that. Save draft. Went over to my drafts. I'm going to go to what I went to last time. Oh, that's the one I canceled. Never mind. I found it. Start here, Amanda. Okay, so I scrolled down and I found it saves as a video, so sometimes it's hard to find, but I want to see what I wrote on last time, so I'm just going to, I wish I could copy it. Apparently I can't. Oh, there we go. So now, since I didn't know what I wanted to write, I go back to my drafts. And I need to change the link, obviously. See the latest community update from CIC Superintendent Dr. AJ Murray. Have a great weekend, and we will see you. That's not right. I'm just going to put have a great weekend. Okay, so I need a link because this is going to go to a link. So here's my page that I push out. So I do links on Bitly most of the time if it's not a short link. So if you want to post a link to your s'more, if it's too long and you don't know about Bitly, let me show you. So you're just going to copy that link and you're going to go to a website called Bitly. It's free. Can't open a new tab. Hang on, open a new tab. Just Bitly, B-I-T-L-Y. I can make a QR code and a link. For this one, I'm just going to make a link, but sometimes you'll see where I'll put a QR code on there. So I'm just going to create a link for this one. There is where I want it to go. I'm going to call this 8th 25. You can reuse your links. Your more link's always the same, so you can just reuse it once you make it. This link, since it's a different video, is different. And then I just press create down here at the bottom. I can go ahead and create a QR code, but I don't want to, so I'm just going to grab this bit.ly right here. You don't have to put the HTTPS in front of it. The website, Google naturally does that, so you don't have to put that on there. All right, so I'm going to come back here. I'm going to copy my link in. Helps with your word count. It'll put it here already. So now I have my picture and I have my video and I have my link. So this will show up on Instagram. If you try to post just a link, it will fail on Instagram because Instagram cannot post a link. So, and you want to make it short because they also can't click on a link in Instagram. They'd have to copy that bit.ly. So each social media page has its own problems. So I copied that and I'm going to push now. I'm ready for it to go. See the latest community update. I have my page to go. It's going to go at 4:30. Kind of check up. Okay, now I'm going to show you what happens if you have an image that's too big for certain things, what happens and how you can fix it. So I'm just going to make this is not going to be real. Select my channels. Certain sizes have to fit on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, but it'll help you on Class Intercom fix it where it'll go to all of them. So I'm just going to pick something. I know that in the past, I'm going to show you how to discard a post because this is not going to be a real post that I've used. Yes, I know I need to clean my computer. So when I posted the schedules here, they're too big for certain things. So you get this big caution sign that pops up. So I'm going to click that caution sign and it says it's too big or the wrong aspect ratio for Instagram. So you can actually fix it right here. So I'm just going to press fix. I can go over here. If it's a landscape picture, it'll give me options. This is a portrait. So it doesn't make it a lot smaller, just a little bit. And I can adjust it if it cuts off something. In this case, it doesn't. But your flyers and stuff that you post is a good example of this one. Encourage you to put a Spanish version as well if you're making flyers, but you can change it to portrait and change it. Sometimes our pictures are too long in landscape mode, and we can also do that. So this is good now. I can press save, and it fixed it. Press save again, and now my orange thing is gone. It will not post if that orange caution thing is there. So this is just an example of one that you can do. I'm going to go ahead and schedule this so that I can show you how to discard a post. So I just picked a date. So I'm going to publish it. Confirm. Okay, so now it's in my approved column. So I can go to my approved column. These are things I have scheduled for the future. I can click on it. If I need to, I can edit it because I realized that I messed something up. I need to put a link. I need to take out the photo, anything like that. I actually just want to discard this. So if I want to get rid of it completely, I can go to edit, like I said, and then here's the discard. So then it says you want to put it in the canceled column, and I say yes. Confirm. So now that one that I was showing you is now in the canceled column. Okay, so there's a quick way to look over Class Intercom. A few of my tips and tricks, like I said, please reach out to me, Amanda Roberts, anytime in the communications department if you need help or have a question about Class Intercom. Have a great day.